So we're doing it again. We cannot put on these shows without our great sponsors here at Hardplay MMA and Rucker Entertainment. Of course, Content Mobile Restoration, Dominguez Rucker Family Dentistry, our official after party going down directly after the fights at City Limits South, Interstate Towing and Fleet Services, Southern Fried Chicks, Morning Star, and Palmetto Physical Therapy and Chiropractic. That's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, your first fight is three-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Please welcome from the red corner, Jeremy Cooper.
Rock Hill, South Carolina, Hardplay MMA 4. I'm Tom Ziegler along with Tony the Ninja Daddy Tan. We've got our first fight of the night, Jeremy Cooper making his way to the cage.
Tom Ziegler, Jeremy Cooper making his debut here at Hardplay. 6'2", 145 pounds. Not too many 145 pounds out there, let alone 155 pounds out there. Better his height.
Yeah, he's 26 years old. He's making his debut, so not a lot of background on the guy. I did get a chance to talk to him. Very athletic looking young gentleman. His fight camp is listed as independent, so he's kind of jumps all over the place. He's done a little Muay Thai, done a little BJJ, boxing. He said he prefers the stand-up game. He's been fighting, or training, that is, for about 2 years. I've been told he's near blue belt level, so we're about to see what he's going to bring to the cage. But Tony Tan, you're right. At 6'2", very odd height for a 145er.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see how that comes to play. His opponent, Joey Brandt, is 5'9", so he prefers to stand up. If I were him, I'd probably keep Joey at bay with my kicks and that long jab of his. We'll see how his game plan comes to play.
I would definitely agree he's going to have the reach advantage. We'll get a better look at them both once they're in the cage together. Typically, that somebody at that height would prefer to strike and keep him at range, off the jab, on the end of his punches, on the end of his kicks. However, it doesn't always work out that way. This is not boxing. This is MMA.
No, you can always come in here with a game plan, but you always have to be ready for the unexpected. You have to be ready for wherever the fight takes you, not where you take the fight.
Now, Tony, you being a fighter, fighting at 155, even 150 pounds, and being 6'1", that's rather tall for the weight class as well. However, you've got that wrestling background to fall back on.
Please welcome his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, Joey Brandt.
Joey Brandt,
also making his MMA debut, 23 years old. Again, like I said, 5'9". Quite the height disparity here.
Here we're getting a good look at him now. He's fighting out of Ridge Point MMA, but also does his jiu-jitsu at Gracie Barra in Lexington. He is a legitimate jiu-jitsu blue belt, and he prefers the ground game. I did get a chance to speak to him pre-fight, and he says he wants to fight on the ground. I'd look for him to be taking Jeremy Cooper down, or attempting to anyway.
Yeah, contrasting styles we got here. We got your typical striker versus grappler matchup here.
Always interesting to see who's going to be able to impose their will when you've got somebody who's intent on striking compared to the person who wants to get in there and get it to the ground and show off the grappling skills. There we get a good look at Joey Brandt as he enters the cage.
Already, they're not even next to each other. You can definitely see the height disparities.
Yeah, no question.
And now, ladies and
Cooper's a
gentlemen, your
tall
first
lead.
fight of the evening, 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first the fighter on my left, fighting out of the red corner. He is an independent fighter from High Point, North Carolina, making his MMA debut, Jeremy Cooper. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Ridge Point MMA, Gracie Barra, Lexington, South Carolina. Also making his MMA debut, Joey Brandt.
Both fighters brought a follow, it seems, Tony.
Match begins, Don Steele.
Don Steele, the third man in the cage, former boxer. Giving the fighters their final instructions. They touch gloves. And here we are, the first fight of Hardplay 4.
You have to lock the cage first, ref.
Yeah, we may want to do that. Yeah, but to each their own, I guess. Ref getting the final clarification. Yes, the cage does need to be closed.
Well played, Tony Tan.
Jeremy Cooper representing the black trunks. Joey Brandt immediately gets to take down the double. Almost goes too far.
I'll tell you what.
Scrambles.
Jeremy Cooper, extremely athletic.
Yeah.
Nice scramble.
Joey wanted to go exactly quick for that takedown. Cooper going for a takedown himself. He's got to watch his head there.
He doesn't really have it. Premature on pulling guard. There we go.
Brandt has full guard now. Cooper should look to posture up and lay down some strikes. And remember, this is an amateur fight, no elbows. Brandt looking like either sweep or get that guillotine.
Good hips by Jeremy Cooper.
Absolutely.
Nice pass, too.
He just misses that left hand. Lands a couple here.
That reach is coming into play. I don't think Joey Brandt wants to play jiu-jitsu with this guy very long.
Now remember, we are in South Carolina, so Joey can, from the bottom, up kick and land a head kick on Cooper.
Yeah, head kicks are legal in South Carolina amateurs.
Joey Brandt putting the pressure on Cooper now. Cooper's going to want to get out of the position and start moving.
I'd like to see him get a crossface with that right arm, start working his way back up. Seems intent on holding on there.
Brandt not doing too much to press the action either. Looks like he's trying to hold on that single too long.
And he takes a shot to the face for it.
Goes for an outside single. If he switches his hand to go double, I think he has it, but he's already got the angle. He comes up swinging.
Oh, he got caught. Both fighters look to take a shot there.
Yeah, Cooper definitely landed something there. I didn't see what it was, but he popped Brandt. Brandt did not know where he was for a second there.
If he's not careful, he's going to get his back tucked, and there it is.
Yeah, you called it. Cooper on the back.
He's got it under the chin.
Yeah, his right arm is under the chin. Brandt's going down the
out.
side. Oh, he eats a couple of shots. Good scrambling here.
Jeremy Cooper showing some nice athleticism here.
Let's see what kind of jiu-jitsu he knows here.
Brandt
going for a low single here. He goes for a low double. That's not something you see too often there.
Yeah, he's desperate to keep this fight to the ground.
And he works for it. He gets it. Cooper goes down to his back. Cooper looks like he's setting a double Pilano or a triangle here of some sort.
He's trying to.
Brandt in top position, but not really doing anything. He's just kind of, I guess, laying there, trying probably hurt from that punch that he got hit with earlier.
Now, 10 seconds left in the round. Both fighters seem to have settled into the fight. The initial adrenaline burst is done.
Absolutely. I think those first fight jitters are probably out by now. They have realized they're in the real world now.
Well, I tell you what, exciting first round.
Absolutely exciting first round.
Two very athletic debuters, and I got to tell you, I haven't seen a shot set up too much better than what Joey Brandt did in his initial double leg takedown. But Jeremy Cooper immediately was able to pop his hips and get a sweep, turn it into a scramble, and they were back and forth all over the place. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, he kept the motion going. Brandt tried to take him down. He couldn't get settled, and that's what caused those sweeps. That back and forth motion you see in ground. Once someone settles and stops the motion, that's where you get to work. But so much action back and forth, it just goes back and forth, like you said.
Yeah, the first 2.5 minutes of that fight were very fast-paced, and I got to tell you, Jeremy Cooper, I think, wins that round. That reach definitely came into play. Had some good ground and pound, some good shots.
Yeah, what I liked was we knew Cooper wanted to stand up. We saw him grapple. Brandt wanted to go for a takedown and get him on the floor, and we saw him striking. I loved it.
About ready to get round number 2 on. We'll see if these fighters can keep up the same pace.
Fighters touch gloves. They're back at it. Center of the cage. Big right hand like Cooper. Again, Brandt goes for a takedown, gets double underhooks.
Nice takedown.
Not a good position for Cooper to be inside control.
He's in mount.
Belly and mounted. Cooper on top now in the scramble, but he maybe stuck in his triangle. Well, that slam was probably not the best idea. think he was actually out of that triangle, but head slam actually helped.
He's got it locked in now. He's got it locked in now. It's only a matter of time now. I'd be very surprised if Jeremy Cooper can get out of this.
He gives a thumbs up to the ref. He's fighting. Looks like he's fighting pretty good. Looks a little loose. I definitely see some space between.
He's showing a lot of heart.
I don't think Brandt has the angle on it. There he goes. Once he's cutting that angle, getting his head out to the outside.
Like him see to pull the head.
Looks like he's going to switch to an armbar.
Yeah, he's trying to get the armbar triangle combination.
Cooper trying to walk around the guy's head right now. There he goes. He's trying to start to do it. Brandt still has that triangle locked on though.
It comes loose momentarily.
Yeah, he doesn't quite have that figure 4 lock that you need. There he goes. He's pulling his foot. Right now he's going to want to cut an angle. I think he's cutting the wrong angle, in my opinion. Cooper, a lot of heart by Cooper fighting off this triangle.
It really is. Outstanding display of heart. Not sure how he's breathing or where the blood flow is getting to his brain.
Joey Brandt going for anything he can. Just keeping that triangle locked in, trying to get the leverage off the hands, the arms, the legs, whatever he can get. Cooper out of it. I'm hoping Brandt didn't blow his legs out. Looks slow to get up. Cooper immediately gets right up. Comes out firing.
Brandt hesitated, looked at the referee.
Oh.
Cooper comes in with an onslaught of punches.
He's eating the shots. Hands are down at his waist. He's tired.
Yeah, he might have gassed himself trying to get that triangle. His legs may be shot.
I think this is where Cooper wants to take advantage of the situation, knowing his opponent's tired.
Well, Cooper probably took a lot of energy getting out of that triangle
Big
as well.
press from both. Brandt with his hands on his knees, hands down. Not looking too good. Wild shots. Not the best game plan against a striker.
Both these fighters are exhausted.
Brandt needs a jab, walks right into that one there. It's another one.
10 seconds left in the round.
Hello, head kick by Cooper, nice. Brandt didn't see that one coming, and if he did, he certainly didn't get out of the way of it.
I think he's too tired to get out of the way. These guys are exhausted.
Brandt walking to the wrong corner, that's how tired he is.
Cooper walks to the wrong corner, realizes his mistake, and walks back.
Looking at both fighters, definitely putting on an entertaining fight, both tired. We're going to see what these guys are made of here in the 3rd round.
Yeah, outstanding fight for 2 viewers, back and forth action, and as much as we felt Cooper won the 1st round, and you may have to give Joey Brandt the nod for threatening with that triangle for so long.
You know, I don't know. I think Cooper had the better striking there at the end. He did more damage.
And much tougher round to call than the first one. It depends on if the judges are going to like the striking as opposed to the submissions, but we will see shortly, or maybe we won't. 3rd round, there may be a finish. Both these guys are exhausted.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. Right now, you're telling your fighter, hey, this is it. This 5th round is probably what's going to make or break it.
Hey, suck it up.
You got to give it your all.
Round number
Suck
3.
it up.
We got a war going on here, Rock Hill. Make some noise. Let's go.
Both fighters look ready. Only 3 more minutes to go. Round 3. Let's get it on. Fighters touch gloves one last time. Brandt keeping his hands up a little bit better now.
Much slower pace.
Big right hand by Cooper. Oh, nice 1-2. Comes out swinging immediately. Brandt pushes him to the cage. They exchange knees. Brandt going for an inside scoop. Doesn't really go for it, though.
Nice uppercut.
Oh, and the ref stops it.
Uppercut. Beautiful shot. 3rd round, Jeremy Cooper.
Big uppercut. He wound up with that one and just landed it flush. Tag Brandt.
Joey Brandt content on trying to continue to change levels to get Cooper to the ground. Cooper takes advantage and lands a vicious uppercut.
To take advantage would be an understatement.
Dropping Joey Brandt to the canvas. Don Steele saw enough immediately. The doctor's in there looking at Mr. Brandt.
Yeah, for a debut fight, if a fighter drops like that, I mean, 9 times out of 10, the ref is probably going to stop it. These guys have a little more experience, or they're in the pros. That fight probably could have gone a little longer. But, you know, the ref is there for the fighter's safety. And especially at a debut fight, you've done enough here.
Yeah, first and foremost, the fighters need to be safe. They were both exhausted. Taking a shot like that late in the fight, the referee's looking to protect the fighter first and foremost.
Nonetheless, great showing by Brandt, Cooper. They both showed off some good skill sets there, both grappling and striking.
Yeah, both fighters definitely showed some talent. I think we'll definitely be seeing both of them again.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Nice matchup by Kevin, the master of cool Ferrant, the matchmaker here for Hardplay 4.
Yeah, good opening fight for the crowd here in Rock Hill. They await the final decision, the official decision. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Don Steele calls the stop of the fight. 30 seconds into round number 3. Your winner by TKO to the strikes, getting his first win, Jeremy Cooper.
And there you have it. Jeremy Cooper goes to 1-0. Devastating TKO in the 3rd round. Joey Brandt will drop to 0-1. First fight of the evening here at Hardplay 4. It was a good one.
Yeah, we saw a lot of back and forth grappling, some striking. And in the end, Brandt lowered his level. An uppercut by Cooper. That was all she wrote.
You are watching Hardplay MMA.